USS Corregidor was an Casablanca-class escort carrier of the United States Navy. She was laid down as Auguilla Bay, was reclassified a CVE-58 on 20 August 1942 and launched as Corregidor on 12 May 1943 by the Kaiser Shipbuilding Company of Vancouver, Washington, under a Maritime Commission contract, sponsored by Mrs. J. Hallett. She was reclassified -58 Cape Verde Escudos on 15 July 1943, acquired by the Navy on 31 August 1943, and commissioned the same day. Captain R. L. Bowman in command. Service history. World War II. Clearing San Diego, California on 26 October 1943, Corregidor joined Carrier Division 24 at Pearl Harbor for airstrikes in the Gilbert Islands invasion from 10 November 6 December. She returned to San Diego to undergo repairs and load aircraft and men, then resumed operations out of Pearl Harbor with her division. From 22 January 3 March 1944, she sailed in the Marshall Islands operation, providing air cover for the invasion of Kwajalein. Corregidor put to sea on the 11th of March 1944 for Guadalcanal, arriving there on the 21st of March. With the Third Fleet, she sortied on the 30th of March to provide air cover for the landings on Emirau Island, returning to Port Purvis on the 14th of April. 2 days later, she sailed to join the 7th Fleet for air operations at Hollandia between 22 to 26 April, then put into Manus Island for replenishment and anti-submarine patrols until the 4th of May. Embarking Commander, Carrier Division 24 for the Marianas operation, Corregidor provided combat air patrols and anti-aircraft support for the invasion of Saipan from 15 to 25 June, with her aircraft accounting for at least 8 enemy planes. She covered the logistics force off Eniwetok from 1 to 3 July, then aided in the softening up bombardment of Guam and provided air cover for the invasion until the 28th of July, when she returned to San Diego for overhaul. She worked on qualifying pilots in carrier operations at Pearl Harbor from 12 October to 21 November 1944. On the 26th of October, she formed as a hunter-killer group with ESC 64 around to check out reported enemy submarine movements between Pearl Harbor and California. On the 2nd of January 1945, this group moved to patrol the area between Pearl Harbor and Eniwetok to protect heavy Allied shipping. Returning to Pearl Harbor on the 13th of February, Corregidor sailed from Pearl Harbor on the 27th of February to search for an overdue plane carrying Lieutenant General M. F. Harmon, USA, arriving at Majuro on the 20th of March. From 21 March 27 April, she conducted an anti-submarine patrol in the vicinity of Japanese-held Wathia and Maloelap in the Marshalls, then off Eniwetok. Post-war, returning to Pearl Harbor on the 4th of May 1945, Corregidor was assigned duty as a training ship in Hawaii, conducting carrier pilot qualifications until the end of the war. From the 2nd of October 1945 to 10 January 1946, she alternated this duty with 3 voyages from Pearl Harbor to San Diego to return homeward-bound servicemen. Corregidor cleared San Diego on the 18th of January 1946 for Norfolk, Virginia, arriving there on the 4th of February. Here she was placed out of commission in reserve on the 30th of July 1946. Career recommissioned on the 19th of May 1951. Corregidor was assigned to operate with the Military Sealift Command. She ferried men, aircraft, and aviation cargo to NATO nations under the Mutual Defense Assistance Plan, but also made 5 voyages through the Panama Canal to bring men and cargo to the United Nations forces in Korea in 1952 to 1954. Corregidor was reclassified to CVE-58 on 12 June 1955. When the Lebanon crisis broke in the summer of 1958, Corregidor was at Brindisi, Italy, and immediately lifted 2 reconnaissance planes of the 24th Infantry Division, and 10 helicopters to support the landings in Lebanon. Returning to the United States, the ship suffered hull damage in the Atlantic Ocean due to high seas on the night of 2 April 1958. She was transients from Barcelona, Spain to Naz, Pensacola, Florida, with 20 officers and 150 enlisted men. She made an emergency stopover in the Azores. Corregidor was decommissioned on 4 September 1958, and sold for scrap on 28 April 1959. Awards. Corregidor received 4 battle stars for her World War II service.